Okay, so I wanted to do this video basically on the fence sitter on a topic that they brought up on Divested Zealot. So, this is the thing that they brought up. They specifically tried to move the fence sitter that they interviewed on Divested Zealot from a from basically a fence sitter to a mammy because she was saying how she didn't agree with the idea of not wanting to birth black men and black boys. And, something somebody brought up that was really interesting. And I realized it was really weird to me because it was like, okay, so you thought they were basically, you know, still going to have black sons if they just have black girls. Because those black girls will have black sons. So you'll eventually have black sons. But you didn't pay attention to something. You didn't pay attention to what are you going to have? What are your daughters going to have? What are your sons going to have? Even if you don't want to see your sons and daughters as black children, even though, from my perspective, yes, they are, even with a white person. I mean, they're obviously not white. But, from my perspective, I would just consider my kids black if I had kids that were half white. That's just what I would consider any kids that I have. Some people, they have different ideas, but they never pay attention to what will your sons and daughters have. They could literally have black sons with black women and black men, because I mean, a mixed person plus a black person is a black person. I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with that. So they could definitely have black sons too. This is why it's so stupid to me, the idea that, don't have any black sons. It's like some kind of superstitious, woo, ha ha ha. Oh, you have black sons. Oh, you'll give birth to the devil and you'll be part devil because the devil was in you and blah blah blah. Like, that's nonsense to me. It's nonsense. We're black. Seeing that, we can't have black sons does not make us, saying that we can have black sons does not make us mammies. It's being real with reality. Being real with the fact that most likely you aren't going to have any white children if you have kids with a white person. You're still going to have black children. And some of those children might be male. It is what it is. I mean, if you have an issue with your kid being male, I don't know what to tell you at this point, That's just odd to me. I mean, like, you shouldn't really care if your kid's male or female. You should care if your kid is healthy, if your kid is, in a healthy, happy, stable childhood, you know, has the love and care it needs to grow up healthily. Those are the things you should be caring about. You shouldn't be caring about, oh, I'm going to have a black boy. That's just silly to me. That's just stupid to me. And I say that as someone who obviously, I don't, I have no attraction to a black man. I have no interest in a black man. I will probably never have sex with a black man ever in my life. I can pretty much promise you it will never be willingly. I would never have sex with a black man willingly because I've never been attracted to a black man sexually. So I know that, that's never not in me to do that. You know. So most likely I will never have a child with a black man. But that's not going to make me deny my own blackness. Just because there is a rotten black man out there does not mean I'm rejecting my own blackness. I'm a black woman. I'm proud to be black. And I think black is beautiful. Black women are beautiful. And, I know this was on a different live, but some other woman who had smoke basically for divested zealot was trying to act like, we should try and hope for children that don't look like us. And to me, like, that's very insulting. Like, black women are beautiful, and having the genes of black women and looking similar to black women is beautiful. There's no reason we should be wanting to basically breed ourselves out. With that said, I do understand that there is a situation where in society there is a dichotomy between races, black and white. If we were to blend in like most nations do, if you look at most nations where there were multiple races, um, eventually most of the people are not a different race. Most of the people are the same race. So, I mean, under those regards, if we had a situation like that, we wouldn't have the dichotomy and the rifts that we have and the racial tensions we have as of today in America. But I don't think in the in the near future we need to breed ourselves out like that. To me, it's just like I wouldn't want my child not to look like me. I would want my children to look like me. You have to think as a parent anyway, I think people prefer their children to at least see something of themselves in their children. Um, some people, they have really low self-esteem, so maybe they don't, you know. But I'm saying for the most part, most people like to see themselves in their own children. So I just find that just like a little weird to think that like we should want our children to not look anything similar to ourselves. To me, it does fit into the narrative that people like to make of black females, swirlers and divestors, that we just want to basically have children that don't look like us because we don't like our own features or phenotype, or that we're self-haters. And, that is far from it, obviously. Just because you're attracted to someone of another race, that has nothing to do with you. I mean, most people are not attracted to themselves. So it kind of, like, has nothing to do with whether you hate yourself or not. I know a lot of people never pay attention to that. And they never pay attention to the fact that in society and in America, most people are white. So, of course, the minority is going to be attracted to white people, at least because they generally see white people in their community, in their country, in their city, in their state. It's just a part of our society. And we have a good sizable amount of Hispanic people as well. So, of course, many people will be attracted to Hispanic people too, you know. So, I mean, like, I think it's really insane. And I also think that, a lot of the connotation with black people being attracted to other races and seeing it as self hate is masked by white supremacy. It's just a scapegoat to not seem so racist and not to basically seem like you are upholding, white supremacist beliefs of black people. So this way, people can actually think, you're thinking in the interest of black people, when in reality, you're just thinking in the best interest of the purity of the white race, which I mean, like, as black people, I don't think we should really be concerned about, because I mean, like, that's not, what's that got to do with us? So, to me, many of the connotations with, interracial dating, being self hate, and things of that nature, I don't think are true. But like I said, with the whole situation of the children and wanting to have children who didn't look like you, or people claiming that you shouldn't have black children. I think you should be real with yourself. That's all I want. It's just like, let's just deal in reality here. In reality, we're not going to have white children because we're not white people. So we're going to have mixed children, and most likely most of society is going to perceive them as black. It is what it is, you know. You shouldn't be mad at that, because you shouldn't be mad at being black. And I don't think being divested or being a swirler has anything to do with not liking being black. So I hate when people associate the two with each other. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. And yeah, I just don't agree with that whole idea that we should have a connotation against black children, because children didn't do anything wrong. A deviant black man, a criminalized black man, is not your child. So, I mean, like, if you raise your kid with the right morals, he probably won't turn out into being that demonic black man, or demonic white man for that matter, because there are criminalized white men too, and criminalized Asian men, and criminalized Hispanic men, like Divested Zealots channel always says, you know, dust comes in all colors. So, you know, that's just the truth. But the point is, you know, I just wanted to say, you know, I didn't really feel too much about the whole, you know, black children, you know, not wanting to have black children. To me, I'm like, I prefer to see my children as black, and however they may turn out looking wouldn't matter to me, you know. I don't care if they look black, I don't care if they look white, I don't care if they look Asian, for all that matters. Like I said, you should be caring more about what kind of childhood they grow up in, and how they are having a nurturing, loving, healthy household that they grow up in. So, yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.